Here's another issue some people have with the 6-point stringer. When I'm pulling tension on this outside main, it's hard to get this clamp up against the frame right here. Let me show you why. When I move this clamp around, to keep it straight, it's going to hit the inside portion of this outside mount. So it's going to hit about right there. If I continue to push it off, what's going to happen is I'm going to bend my string out. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to clamp it a little ways away from the frame, right there, and then I'm going to lock the base on it. What I've done now is I've gotten a little bit further away from this grommet hole, and by increasing this distance here, I'm going to have more drawback if I were to try to tie off this outside main. I'd be getting the same problem, but I'd be getting it down here. So what I've done is I've skipped the 7th main, and I've used this from the jet method, if you're familiar with the jet method, and ran this outside main first. And now I'm going to go back and run in the 7th main. Now when I pull tension on the 7th main and come down here to clamp it, that support is not in my way. I can get right up against the frame. I can get closer to the frame. So I like stringing the 7th main last. I clamp it off, and I've got my clamp now right up against the frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the base towards the tension head before I lock the base. By doing that, I'll limit the drawback that I'm going to have on this string. See, there's very, very little drawback now. Also, this puts the main for the, the grommet hole for the 7th main closer to the tie-off point. This is grommet hole 8, and I'm tying off in grommet hole number 6, where normally I'd be coming out of grommet hole number 10. I'd be clamping further up the string because this outside support's in my way. I've got a longer section of string there and a longer section of string going down the frame that is not tensioned. It's going to cause more drawback. Now I'm going to tie this string off, and then I'll remove this clamp.